Forgive my sweaty brow out for an urban hike here in the hot day in Japan. And I just wanted to pop on the camera real quick because I was listening to my favorite podcast. My favorite place on the internet is a place called Pseudopod. It's a horror podcast, a short fiction horror pod. And horror has never been my biggest thing, but I mostly listen to it for the intros and outros of Alistair. He's incredible. So I listen to the stories, but I'm there to hear Alistair speak. He's probably my favorite person on the entire internet. Anyway, that's not why I started this. Ben Phillips, he's kind of the behind-the-scenes guy in charge of Pseudopod. He's been in charge of it for a long time. He started it, and he narrates sometimes the stories as well. He's great in every capacity. But I just popped on Pseudopod to listen to it, and it was Ben basically making an announcement that he was leaving Pseudopod. And I was like, oh my gosh, Ben's leaving. He's stepping down. He introduced his replacement and all that. And what struck me was his reason for leaving. He didn't say that it was necessarily burnout or or anything like that. What he cited as his reason was a day job. That he had responsibilities that would call him away from this largely volunteer effort, even though it's Pseudopod, as they describe it, is the largest short fiction market in the world. Apparently, with over 14,000 subscribers, it is nevertheless apparently not a paying gig for Ben, and now that he has, I guess he's decided that his other responsibilities are more important, and he's giving up Pseudopod in order to basically hold down the responsibilities of a day job. And I stepped back and I just wanted to go, yeah, I'll applaud him. I wish I had two hands that I could do that. Not that I think that art isn't important and that our passions aren't important and we shouldn't follow our bliss, but those of us anybody that has responsibilities, if you have a family or children, and even if you don't, if you're over the age of 20, if you watch my videos, you know my feelings about men over the age of 20. If you're over the age of 20, you should not be living at home unless you're disabled. If you're disabled, it's another thing altogether. If you're not disabled, you should not. If you're a Western man, I'm not speaking to other cultures. I'm talking to you Americans and those of a like mind. Get the hell out of your parents' house. It doesn't matter what the excuse is. It's not a matter of you want to save money to start a business, or you want to pursue some art, or you think you're helping your family in some capacity. You can do that in other ways. I'm not thinking about you right now. You're doing yourself a great disservice in attempting to be a man under the roof of someone else's care. As I like to say, as I'm fond of saying it, no man should go to bed at night to his own room. It just shouldn't be the case. And Ben, I don't know the complete circumstances there, but everything that I just heard now had the ring and feel of choosing responsibility over art. And sure, maybe we would miss out on a lot of beautiful endeavors of art if some artists chose to work at McDonald's instead of staying home and typing out their ideas. But it's a worthwhile something to give up. It's worthwhile to give up the things that they're going to write. The people that do that pursue art at the expense of somebody else taking care of them, their art is usually crap. And I hate to say it because I don't like to make judgment of art like that, but it usually is. It represents some small microcosm of experience that is, maybe it's not crap, maybe that is too strong a word, but it's not relevant. I made a video a long time ago about trying semaphores from the edge, I think it was called, where basically you're signaling what your experiences are, but you're so far removed from the experiences of others that no one can understand what the heck you're saying. So maybe what you're seeing out there is valid, but it won't relate to other people, and it will remain in its own little microcosm there. And I think that's of less value than if you were to step out on your own, go out, have your day job, work your 8 hours, pay your own bills, your own rent, come home tired, and then still produce something artistic. You can still do it. You can work 8 hours. Well, you may have to work 16 hours if you have to work 2 jobs in this economy. But still, if you can do it, you can plug out 1 or 2 hours a day of creativity. And I guarantee you, the creativity that you're going to produce in that capacity will have more relevance to others than anything you could make, sequestered away on your own. That's why I'm against the life of the hermit also. I think hermits are basically, they're pursuing they may find some enlightenment somewhere, but it's not going to relate to anybody else. No one else is going to be able to apprehend that enlightenment unless they enter into that hermit life themselves, and it's not practical for the mass of us. And so I applaud Ben for making that decision. He's gonna give up his art for the sake of his responsibility, as he put it in his own words. And I'm telling you, I know that when Ben makes his debut back, when he comes back, I'll be there to listen to him, and I know that the stuff he's going to make is going to be so much, even better than it was already. Ben, if you ever see this, congratulations. I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of anybody who makes a similar choice. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. I'm going to continue my urban walk to the post office, mail this, and then get really hot and fall down, pass out. Bye-bye.